Hey folks, just wanted to give you a little video to show you some examples of what I'm expecting for the packet. Um, so when you look at the notes, notice that it says observations you make as you read a text, include the page number and the quote from the text, um, then explain what caught your attention, what you thought about, and what connections you made. So this is for Gospel According to Larry. And the author's name is Janet Tastian. I just wanted to give you some examples to look at. If I see any of these, I will not include them in your totals, so they will count against you if you use mine. That is plagiarism. So on page 26, there's the quote from the text, the makeup counter at Bloomingdale's. This is how Josh communicates with his mother. Communicating with spirits, interpreting symbols or signs is Josh's method of keeping mom close. This reminds me of my own family, who has placed emphasis on symbols such as rainbows after death, hawks watching us, or a cardinal appearing on the deck to talk. Entry 2, my underground room, case, and there's a lot more, and then whatever the case may be. So this is when Josh goes to the, after he gets mad at Beth, and he runs to his man cave, so to speak, in the woods, because it symbolizes solitude and a safe place. It's a place where one feels safe enough to consider deep thoughts, such as who were the phonies in my life and who are my friends. We all need that place. Page 89, until Bono read it, it seemed that U2's lead singer, and it continues, the thought that occurred to me was, I wonder how many students know who Bono or U2 is. How could the author update the book with references from 2024? I was thinking of Billie Eilish or Taylor Swift, using them instead of U2 or Bono. And that's basically what I'm wanting from you, okay? So, the next 2 days or so, you need to be filling in the last three from the last part of the book. The page number, the quote you're using, and then what did you connect to that quote? What made you stop and think deeply about that quote? What connections did you make? What did you think about? What caught your attention about the quote? All right, the next one is the plot diagram. And not sure why it's not. There we go. Do this. So Josh and Beth discuss creating a Larry Club at school. The reader learns about Josh's unique home life when he talks to his mom at Bloomingdale's. He reveals his Larry persona. Bono reads the sermons on the website and writes a song. Larry Fest gets planned without input from Josh. All right, if I see this word for word, I'm not going to count it as correct. Okay? I'm just giving you examples, what I want to have in here. And then the Steele characterization. So over here, you're supposed to be finding quotes that illustrate how the character speaks, what the character is thinking, the effects the character has on other people, what actions the character takes, and what the character looks like. And then you put the quote and the page number, and then what insight does the example give to the character? So after reading this quote, what do you now know about the character? Look, you're my best friend. We've been bailing each other out since grade school, but not everyone wants to go through life being a hermit, living in the world of ideas. Beth is committed to her friendship with Josh, but she's not afraid to tell him when she thinks he's wrong. She feels safe with Josh because he's not threatening or dangerous, like Todd Terrific could be. Remember Todd, his football player? Beth likes to feel superior to guys while also displaying the trad wife values. So remember how, she's supposed to be this really independent type person, and she talks about making a difference, but she chooses to date losers And in the case of Todd Terrific, she goes over and cleans his basement so he can play in the football game that Friday. Crazy. Right? I wanted to tell her she was the only person who truly comforted me when my mother died. Beth remembers the anniversary of the death of Josh's mom and writes a letter to her. Sometimes the simplest gestures can have the most impact. When someone cares about you enough to remember the good and bad history and recognize the effect on you, they prove their loyalty. Okay, so remember, you're doing 2 of these. So if I was doing the Gospel According to Larry, I might do Josh and Beth. I might do Beta Cold and Josh. I might do Peter and Beth, because they're both kind of in the dark about who Larry is. So you could do either of them. All right. So good luck. Remember, these are due at the end of next class.